my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. X slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Fuck, I didn't change my playbook. Oh, my God. This is really challenging. What up, bro? I didn't change my playbook. Oh, well. This one's not bad. I just not a very good run playbook.
Here we go. 56. Check 56. Hey, kill. 56.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his first look is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But it's going to be second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Pick it up. Check 52.
Here's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 79 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Fuck, man.
This has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you? They've got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does, and not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Prescott now. That's complete to Whitaker. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that's Elliott.
Come on, boy. Why are you running backwards in the
short,
carpet?
maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Check, check. Watch 56. Here we go, 46, 46. Check 99. Check 99. Shoot. Shoot.
From the 29, Prescott. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup.
Good.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Deep ball for Goodwin. That's
Golly, man.
20. Touchdown, 49ers.
That dude's got speed, but holy fuck,
Goodwin, 76
playing over the top so y'all don't
as
get
these
beat
guys
by
are able to pull a bit closer. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott going for the deep ball. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Garoppolo now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw.
That dude is butt naked.
That's taken in by Cowboys.
Y'all getting fucking beat with speed,
That goes
man.
for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
In the playoff.
11.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. This is Coleman, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short, and this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Right here. 25. Check 25.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains.
Throw it, bro. You butt naked.
It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken at around the 40. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. Not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Elliott on 1st down going absolutely nowhere. He'll lose about 3 on the play. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Come on, boy.
Nick Bosa coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We said it before the game, I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lip your wounds.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Linebacker, or not linebacker, my fucking DB didn't even follow with him.
66 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within
just letting them come back into this game by doing that.
With the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
27.
On play action, Prescott.
Mo, get rid of the fucking ball, bro.
He goes down. D Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
46. 47. 56. Mike, 56. 56.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
He was covered by Trey Williams.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D. 26.
This time they stay on the ground. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Prescott to throw it. And he's going to have to eat
There's
this
no
one as down he
acceleration on
goes.
getting off.
And
And he
they'll fall in
hurt.
that sack. Looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Here go 46. 56.
Now Prescott. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Caught me.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Gets around him.
Boy, thank you.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, go.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott.
Golly, man. Connor Williams
goes down. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Garoppolo now. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. A gain there of 21 yards. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always.
Come on, Lee, man. Get your acceleration up, dude.
Ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They were going to 53. 57.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott looking for Perriman there. He's got him. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for the Cowboys. First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. This is Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And you know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw is Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Prescott off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I'm coming.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And they will be set up now as he brings us a... What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just talks about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Right there, 56. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, kill. 47. 56, 26.
On second down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10. At their own
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Man, I got you.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's taken in by Callaway. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He sets to fire deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's get in there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hey, here we go. 48. Here we go. 46. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 26.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself.
They'll let me hand it off.
Get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa making
Hey, GG, bro.
4 sacks for him.